What's skitty? It's your girl, it's Nova, the Universal Donna, and I'd like to welcome you back to Stiletto Empress Tarot. Thank you for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Much appreciated. For all of the new visitors and shy visitors, no worries, no pressure on joining. But if you don't mind, just go ahead and hit the like button. Keep me in rotation. That way you can still see me if you haven't quite made up your mind and want to just, peek in a little bit more. It's cool. You're not worried about it. But thank you so much for visiting. All of my connections will be in the description box below. If it is not listed, it does not exist. I do not do readings, nor have I ever done readings. That is something that I am earning in regards to the great honor it is to be in energy. So, with that being said, should you be solicited, please screenshot report and I thank you in advance. Please keep in mind that all readings are not future predictions, but just more so confirmations and illustrations around energy, around things you already know, things already going on, things that have already happened, things that are currently going on now, and situations that may lead up to certain situations in the future. You get what I'm saying? Not necessarily the future, but just letting you know what could possibly happen, illustration wise. Anyway, collective read, all signs included. Take what resonates, leave what does not, and don't trip it to the trip because you know you have that dip. So, Father God, the ancestors in the universe, I ask that you come to collective this serenity, to accept the things that cannot change, the courage to change things that they can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah. The Hermit. Somebody could be doing some introspection. Somebody could be looking into something. Through the darkness of the night, I journey into the realm of dreams, seeking clarity and enlightenment. There you go. Yeah. Somebody wants to know something. Somebody's seeking clarity on something. The number 9 can be significant. Oh, excuse me. 9 is also intensity, accumulations, alone, almost there, like maybe almost getting the answers, almost reaching a turning point, a mark, whatever, We got the World. All right. The world may be big, but my shopping bags are bigger. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. 3 of Cups. Wow. 2 of Wands. And the Queen of Cups. So what this is giving me is somebody may be looking into how you're able to celebrate and have such good fortune with a cycle, like the completion of a cycle, but when one ends, another begins. So like when a cycle completed out, the wheel turned in your favor, you're able to celebrate and move on from the past and be comfortable. 10 of Swords. Somebody wants to know, how is it that you didn't reach an ending? Facing my fear of needles head on with some acupuncture today. Wish me luck. Somebody wants to know how you moved on from an ending. We got 9, 10. This person feels like they almost had you here. They almost had you in the 10 of Swords. 9, 10. They're trying to figure out, how are you celebrating? How did you get past their plan? How did you bypass their plan? Whoever you are intuitive. You are loving. You are sensitive. You are nurturing. Queen of Cups is also intuitive. Somebody want to know, how is it? How did you get past this? How are you able to celebrate through the fluff? That's what it's giving me. got the World. Knight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. 9 of Wands. 9 is very significant. 99. What's that? 10. The Wheel of Fortune too. 9, 10. 9, 10. Somebody really wants to know, you were right here. What's after 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands? How did you bypass an ending? How did you bypass being burdened, which was supposed to be your ending, and change your fate to be sitting comfortable? Wow. 3 of Cups. Ace of Cups. How did you bypass, there was you didn't take a love offer. You were already, you were already in your zone. Somebody, you literally bypassed a plan. This Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands, you did. You bypassed the plan. That 9, okay, yeah. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's 2 cups sitting right there. How did you bypass a plan to be connected to something or someone? 2 of Wands. High Priestess, yeah. How did you bypass a plan to be connected to something or someone? How did you know? How did you know what they tried to do to you in the past to keep you unable to clear something up? Queen of Cups, 3 of Wands. They really want to know, how did you know this? How did you know this plan? How were you able to move forward? How did you know? Come on, man. The Moon breaks down to a 9. The Hermit. How did you know? Because these people are tired. How did you know? 999. 1999. Something could have happened in 1999. The year 1999 is significant. Under the light of the moon, 2 furry friends followed their hearts. They took a chance and explored new adventures, running away from their home to play together. How did you know that? How did you know what somebody had planned? Remember I said the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups? There was a 2 of Cups somewhere. How did you know about this? And it doesn't have to be a romantic couple. How did you know about the plan to end you? How did you know about the plan to end you? What they rushed to do is giving me, they did something to cause a, how do I say this? They did something to cause a problem for you in the past, to change your fortune and leave you almost like leave you burdened, like leave you wounded, leave you constantly struggling, leave you constantly trying to catch up. And they celebrated doing this in the past. And this was a plan against a High Priestess, Queen of Cups, to move forward. But once again, both of these, the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, those are intuitive cards. So they really want to know, how did you know? Stopped at the red light, but dreaming of all the adventures waiting at the green. How did you know? Because you're sitting here comfortably and moving forward. They really want to know, how did you know? Somebody wants to know, how did you know about this plan? Maybe I want to say it's this Knight of Wands. I mean, Knight of Swords. But we're going to see. So there's a ending. You have arrived is what I'm getting. You have ended out a cycle from what was done to you in the past. You really have. You took swift action, or somebody took swift action against you in the past to end you secretly. And they want to know how you know. Six of Swords. Six of Swords, Three of Wands. At the end of this second line is Three of Wands. At the beginning of this line, Six of Swords. How did you know to move away? How did you know to move away? You understand? You took action to move forward. You acknowledged what was going on. It's almost like the plan. You see, like this Two of Wands, and then you got two staffs right there, and then right there. You saw what was stopping you. You saw the plan to have all these people distracting you, to keep you stuck, to keep you from moving forward. But they really want to know how. How now, brown cow? Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Wands. How did you change things to go in your favor? What did you do? What action did you take to change the wheel in your favor? With the pencil in hand, I can create entire worlds and bring my imagination to life. What did you manifest? Like, how were you able to move forward from what they did? You weren't supposed to be able to map out your own path. And this Ace of Wands is on the red. So you really weren't supposed to be in your power. You weren't supposed to be strong. You weren't supposed to see the truth. Spirit, guided you. Spirit encouraged you. You saw the truth about this dirty emotional offer that they were trying to give you to stop you. You saw the truth about this dirty emotional offer they were trying to give you to stop you, and how they were trying to hide it or trying to clean it up, making sure that it never comes out. Yep. We got the Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups. How did you ignore this group? How were you able to celebrate after what this group did? How did you get by? How did you bypass them halting you from your own personal celebrations? They really want to know. They really want to know. It's popcorn o'clock, sharing some snack time happiness with those around me. Yeah, they want to know how you are able to still celebrate and be balanced. Most importantly, diagonal set. They want to know, how did you know that they were breadcrumbing you? Because usually there's two people there. Right here, there's not another man. They want to know, how did you know that they were being unfair? Look at the moon. How did you know that they were being unfair? It's almost like you were sitting on the truth the whole time. That's why you were comfortable. Male, female, take it as resonate, right? Right. They really want to know. What's the Two of Wands and the High Priestess? What they want to know, how you knew about the plan. My parrot always knows how to brighten my days. Such a great listener. They want to know who told you. They want to know who's the stool pigeon. Who told you? How did you know? How did you know to move on? How did you know to move on? What bird, what angel? You could have had a little birdie told me. They want to know who told you about what they were doing. That's so crazy. They do. They want to know who snitched. They want to know who is the stool pigeon. They look like a parrot, but they want to know who the stool pigeon is. Who, diagonal. Who told you about the plan to stop you from moving forward? To make you believe, to make you see who was stopping you, to make you believe that you could not have this level of abundance. Somebody was trying to stop you from having that. Somebody was trying to stop the Queen of Cups. Somebody who is emotionally intelligent. What do we say? Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. Didn't I tell you? That's 2 cups right there. I told you. The moon. How did you know these people were working together in the background? I see a wiener, but I think they were being big dongs. How do you know? How did you know that this is what they were up to? 9 of Pentacles. Who told you that they were trying to take your abundance? Who told you that they were trying to stop you from being in this energy? Who told you that they were trying to stop you from closing out a cycle that you are closing out or have closed out, by the way? Who told them that? I was about to put that there. Why? Yes, how did you know about that? Look, I told y'all when I get ready to set something down, it'd be subconsciously. How did you know about the plan to stop your new beginning? To stop you from having a fresh start. To stop you from having success and being encouraged to move forward. 2 and 2 is 4. To stop you from having stability, boundaries, protection. 4 is also the Emperor. What did I say? Enthusiasm, success. Emperor is also authority, power, stability. I told you the 4. I'm telling you. They didn't want you to have none of this. They didn't want you to have your feet firmly planted on the ground. Because you have to start from somewhere. You have to be practical. They didn't want you to have tangible growth. They didn't want you to have new opportunities. I'm telling you, man. Practicality is very important. Never be too financially abundant and not still know how to be practical, because it'll end you. Breathing in fresh country air and falling asleep under the stars. Let me tell you something. Do you see all these moons? And it's different moon cycles, by the way. Confirmation. They want to know, how did you know what they were doing through the moon cycles to put an ending to you? But at the same time, what did I tell you? That 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 breaks down to 2. You remain balanced because you already had the truth sitting in your lap. You could be a reader. You could have gotten the news
You know, intuitively, remember, that Queen of Cups is still sitting out here very comfortably. She got a loving, sleeping cat in her lap. Over there, she has the moon in her lap. And then the moon is right outside. You do not seem bothered at all. There are two pictures where your eyes are closed. Closed out of comfort and closed out of rest. You are resting, baby. You are. And because you know, because the one thing is centered around, because you know, you don't have nothing to worry about. Which means that ain't no more shopping sprees for these folks. Ain't no more celebrations for these people. You understand? You knowing is going to cause them so many more things that they're going to have to worry about. Because if you know by way of intuition, you're not the only one. They out here for real. You are not the only one, babe. You're not. So, I literally got to keep showing this. You can rest easy, my love, because you already knew what was up.